We're so excited to have all of you cooking with us today. Yay! This is one dish that you won't regret learning. Trust me, it is so incredibly easy, but it is so good. In case you guys are wondering what beef salpicao is, believe it or not, it sounds Spanish, right? Salpicao. Actually, we don't really know Filipinos where this dish came from. Everybody suspects it's from the Spaniards, right? When they kind of conquered our country. But when was that? I don't even remember my history. But anyway,
1521.
yes. But suffice it to say, when you say beef salpicao nowadays, this is a Filipino dish. All right? But we are not going to start with our beef salpicao. Let me just do a quick roll call. I want to welcome Luke and Rita Lancaster. Yay! They're cooking with us as usual. Our favorite family to cook with, ever present. The Williamses, Darren and T, and the twins. Hi. It's good to have you back. And then we also have Celeste, my very dear friend Celeste Olejnik. Thank you for joining us today. And last but not the least, we have Becky Johnson cooking with us.
Hi, Becky.
It's a very nice group of people. Later on, towards the end of the show, we are going to take like a gallery photo, okay? Because I want a souvenir of this time. These are really special people cooking with us today. All right. Without any further ado, honey.
Okay, I guess.
He's the first one.
So we're kind of flipping roles today. I'm doing the cake. So we're gonna start with the cake simply because it needs more time, right? And it's easy
for baking.
So if you're using the traditional oven, please go ahead and preheat your oven to 350. 350, yes. Okay. And for those who are using their Saladmaster pots, whatever size you're using, we'll just be using the stovetop. We will be using medium-low heat, which would be number 3 on your cooktop, right? If you're using the traditional cooktop, or we're using the induction oven here, induction stove here, so we're going to be doing 300, okay? So we've done this before, so this is coffee cake.
Twanda, are you making the coffee cake again?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So whatever Saladmaster cookware you're using, you don't need preheating, okay? That's one big difference. With the Saladmaster way of baking, this coffee cake in particular, we don't need to preheat. Cool?
Okay. And so this coffee cake, those of you who are regulars of this Sunday afternoon, live cook-along program, we use actual coffee, okay? So it's not just a cake that goes well with coffee. There's actually coffee in this cake.
Right. So this is not your American version of coffee cake, which is typically with a lot of cinnamon that you eat with coffee. This is coffee that tastes like coffee. All right.
But it's very simple. So ingredients are, you'll need 2 cups of flour and a tablespoon of baking powder. So go ahead and measure those out and then just whisk them together. So I already did that earlier.
It's only 3/4, honey.
Actually.
It's only 3/4.
It's 2 cups of flour.
Oh, we need only 3/4 of a cup.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. My bad. Okay.
Do you see the switch? Because I'm typically the one baking. So Chad is learning with you all. We only need 3/4 of a cup of your all-purpose flour.
I'm gonna have to measure again, but can you please get me the all-purpose flour?
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, and I'm gonna have to get my baking powder. Sorry about that.
Baking soda.
Baking powder.
Powder?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. So there's my flour.
And okay, so it's 3/4 cup of flour, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct, Rita.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
No, I worried just because I wasn't sure if we had enough.
This is the beauty of live cook-alongs. See?
Yeah.
You take these things together and ask each other real time. We don't have to ruin the whole cake. Here we go. So 3/4 of a cup.
Okay. So that's 1 1/4.
2,
2, and
3.
the third one. Okay.
There you go.
And I'm going to be needing a tablespoon of baking powder. Okay.
Can you hear him?
Um,
That's baking powder, not soda.
yes,
So
powder.
powder. 1 tablespoonful of baking powder. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then we're
Perfect.
just gonna whisk that together.
There's your whisk. There's a whisk. Oh, it's okay because it fell.
Okay, so very, very simple. Just mix it together. You don't even need a whisk. You can just use a spoon.
All right, fork.
Okay. All right. And then you're going to have to get a cup of butter, which you have melted in room temperature. And you're going to mix that with
1 cup of your sugar.
1 cup of sugar. Okay, if you want to cut down, you can choose to use 2/3. I think the one we posted on Facebook said 2/3. We're only using 2/3. So 2/3 of sugar and 1 cup of butter, and we're gonna mix that together using a hand mixer. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get my butter really quick.
So if you want to make a healthier version of this, that's when you actually do a substitution. That's why you're in the invite. I said applesauce or butter. You can totally substitute your applesauce for the butter. Okay, 1 for 1. So 1 cup of butter or 1 cup of your applesauce.
Okay, so I had removed this earlier from the fridge, so it's room temperature. It's soft, but it's not like running all over the place.
It's not liquefied, right? There you go.
So one of these little things here is a 1/2 cup.
So my friend Celeste, we're actually using vegan butter today. I'm making my coffee cake completely vegan. All right.
Okay.
There you go. So that's vegan butter that we actually put in there.
Then we're just gonna run it on low and mix this all together.
Mixing the butter. With sugar. Perfect.
Okay, they're all on the sides now, so I'm gonna have to move them to the middle. And I did have my spatula earlier.
There's a spatula here too.
I have a question, Chad.
Sure. Yep.
So no egg yet, right?
No egg yet, just the butter
Okay.
and the sugar.
Okay,
So
got
the
it.
consistency will look like this.
Okay, thank you.
And then we'll add the egg.
Mhm. I'm just moving it to the middle so that the mixer will pick up everything.
Mhm. Welcome, Cassie. I saw Cassie join us.
Perfect.
Perfect. How do you want to show this on Spotlight so people can see?
Hello.
Okay, so if we're on Spotlight,
I'm gonna have to unpin.
I guess this is the, oh, there you go. All right, so that's my mixture now, okay, of butter and sugar. All right, next we're gonna crack 4 eggs and add it to our butter and sugar
Mixture.
combination.
Mhm.
So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. If you're on Facebook Live, hi to those who are joining us from different countries. I know that we have viewers from the Middle East, obviously from Asia, where we're from, and then from different states here in the US. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to send us a message. We have actually launched our tagline and we call it Cooking Redefined. Cooking Redefined. So anytime you want us to give you a personal call or walk you through some questions that you have or recipes that you're interested in, or even the cooking system that Marvie is using, please send us a message, Cooking Redefined, and we will get back to you. If you don't have your contact information, you can add it on a personal message, okay? And we'll give you a call back.
Not only that, please do. If you're like dropping by, even for just like a minute, do send us a message and say Cooking Redefined in the comment section, because we have a surprise. We are going to have a raffle draw next Sunday, and your name will be included. You get one entry to that raffle draw if you give us a comment saying Cooking Redefined. That's so we know that you actually came by, all right? Well, there's going to be so much more details on how to win that later. There you go.
Well, that's a really, really good surprise, right? Because you're gonna have the opportunity to win a five,
Something.
something.
You have to
good.
stay tuned later when
Okay.
we announce it, okay?
So now I do have 2 tablespoons of your milk of choice. We're using oat milk today, and 2 tablespoons of coffee. Now you can adjust your coffee downward if you don't want it to be too strong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But for us, we're coffee lovers, so we're going to be using 2 tablespoons of instant coffee, okay, along with 2 tablespoons of oat milk. I'm going to combine them, and I'm just going to mix it together.
So Rita, if you're doing this, please note, Darren and Tawanda, the first time they made this coffee cake with us, they actually cut down into half. Instead of 2 tablespoonfuls, they used only 1 tablespoonful of coffee because they didn't like it to be so coffee-y. I don't know, that's not a word. I just invented that. Okay, so you can either use 1 all the way to 2 tablespoonfuls.
Okay,
Rita.
so Mikael, if you could spot like this is going to be the consistency that you'll see. There you go.
Yes, we're literally just melting our coffee granules.
And it's very, very easy. Okay, so now that that's done, we are going to combine everything else, right, into our mixing bowl. And so I have already mixed in my eggs with the butter and sugar. And then I'm going to be dropping in my coffee mixture.
There we go.
And then I'm going to be adding in my 3/4 cup of flour. So my bad.
With the baking powder.
I'm sure glad I didn't drop in 2 cups of flour.
It's okay.
It would have been
That's
bread.
the beauty of our live classes, right? There you go. Mikael, can you please spotlight this? It's okay for it not to be seen while we're doing stuff, so they can see. Move it a little bit closer to the camera.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to fold in the flour a little bit. Okay.
All right.
And then I'm going to mix it even more.
Okay, so while we're mixing our cake batter, whether by hand or with the use of a mixer, it's so easy even if you're doing this manually. Cassie and Frida, you're going to use your baking dish an 8-inch round pan or a square one. That's typically a 9-inch, right? So either way, you're gonna have to somehow put some butter or put some oil in it. Okay?
Okay.
Honey, can you please
Get that ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll just plug this in.
Yeah, let me just do this one first.
All right. Coming along very, very well.
All right.
So now you have your mocha mixture over there. See? And this is what we're gonna. Oh, sorry. There you go. Okay. there's the mocha mixture. And then we're going to be dropping it into the pan, which we're going to spray with very lightly.
I'm actually using butter, and I will just spread it out.
And that's so that we could lift it later on, because we're doing
right
this method through the induction stove.
So this is the beauty of Saladmaster baking. If you have a Saladmaster cooking system, every single one of them, even the smallest one, which is a 1-quart saucepan, actually can act like an oven. You can bake on your stovetop using any one of them, okay? So when you're baking with your Saladmaster system, you don't actually need to spray or even to do some oil or butter on it. Except that if you don't do that, you will have to cool down your cake for about 2 hours so you can release it completely. That's the only reason we're adding something here at the bottom, so we can show you immediately later how it turned out. Okay? So there we go.
So I have it at 300. Okay, and I'm just going to wait a little bit until my pan heats up.
Hello, Mark Butler, Kellen Isom. Hi, Connie, all the way from the Philippines. Christopher, Ida, Rachel, Arena. We have quite a few people today. Mom Milagros, Mom Utsuru.
Auntie Mila, yeah, that's Auntie Mila.
Yes, hello. Hi, Rosal. Again, let me say it again. If you want to be entered in a raffle draw that we're doing next Sunday, where you can win a phenomenal limited edition Saladmaster piece, please comment. Say cooking redefined, okay?
For those of you who just tuned in, we're doing the cake first, but we will be getting into the main feature for this afternoon, the beef salpicao, in just a few minutes.
Yes, the beef salpicao is actually going to be the last thing we're making because it's so easy. You want it fresh. You want to be able to enjoy it as soon as it's done. So there you go. Rita, Cassie, is your cake batter in your pan at this point?
So we're just going to shake it a little bit, flatten it out.
Yes.
Okay,
All right, perfect.
No, I'm adding all the fattening stuff. I'm adding
stuff.
and the condensed milk right now.
Okay, perfect. We'll wait for you, Rita.
Okay, just give me 2 minutes and then I should be able to pour it right in.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Now, when baking with our Saladmaster system on the cooktop, here's what we do. We cover this completely. If you're wondering what I'm using, I'm actually using our regular 10-inch gourmet skillet, okay? This is what I normally use for eggs when I saute stuff, but today I'm using it to bake the cake. Pretty cool, huh? All right.
So we adding our can right now, correct?
What?
You're adding your can right now of the condensed milk?
No,
Not yet. That will
no,
be at the
that's for
very end.
later.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
The condensed milk is way later when the cake is done and cooled, Tawanda. I'm so glad you asked.
Right. So the condensed milk is just to top the cake later on, you know? So right now I just added 2 tablespoons of milk. That's it in this mixture.
Yes.
Okay. Got it?
Okay.
with the coffee, right?
Yeah, with the coffee.
Okay, okay,
So
got it.
little mixture and
Gotcha.
then the 3/4 cup of flour, yeah, and the eggs and everything, yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
great. So, Marvie will talk a lot more, but I am going to continue on slicing my onion, my garlic, okay, for the salpicao later on.
He's helping me with the garlic because we're using a lot of garlic for the salpicao. So while we're waiting on Rita and Celeste, are you okay? Are you doing the cake too, lady?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
We should be good, yeah.
Perfect. So Rita and Cassie, for your cake at 350 degrees, you're going to bake your cake for 25 to 30 minutes or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. Okay? Now, for the people who are using the Saladmaster system and baking on the stove top, we are going to bake this cake on medium low for around 25 minutes as well. The difference is we did not preheat and we're baking at a much lower temperature. Okay? So now we're going to do our egg timer. Do you want to use it, honey?
Sure, 25 minutes.
Yes.
So I'm using 300 degrees for my induction stove over here. But if you're using a regular stovetop, number 3 will be perfect for this.
Yes. Okay. Who are we saying hi to, honey? Usually this is Shad doing this, saying
Yeah,
hi.
flip rolls today.
Katrina Evangelista.
Hello, Katrina.
Hi. Thank you for joining us today. Connie, please say cooking redefined on the comment section. Oh, but you are actually probably doing it on the watch party. We get confused because I'm on the page and there's something else on the watch party.
Right. So again, if you text us cooking redefined, then you will be entered into a drawing.
Comment, text, not
Okay.
text, honey.
Text meaning a private message on Facebook. That's what I meant. So
Comment
yeah.
on the comment section. It doesn't have to be private.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. See, we're babbling here because this is the first time we're doing this. This is the first time we're actually doing. Oh no, it's not. We've done like raffle draws on the actual cooking class in the past, but we've given great stuff. But the stuff we're giving away on Sunday, courtesy of our dealership Joyful Life, is going to be phenomenal. Thank you so much, Joyful Life, for allowing us to give away this incredible thing. We'll show you a video of what it is later. So just be in suspense, okay? So you can get excited.
That's right. So those of you who are watching through a watch party, I know that Joyful Life is sharing this cooking show. So is my mom and dad, okay, and then so is I think Leia Batitang and other people like I think the Leia Keruba is also sharing this. So yeah, this is great. All of us, we could just
We'll talk to you about some of the other cooking shows later, okay? Anyway, so we don't get sidetracked. Rita, are you okay with your cake? Is it in the oven now? It's okay if you're not there yet. Cassie, how about you? We want to make sure that you all are able to follow along well.
Yes, we're good. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, we're going to move on now. So what's the next thing that we're doing while we're waiting on our cake? Okay, here. If you all are making the white rice or the yellow rice with me, that's the next thing we're going to make while we're waiting on our cake to bake. Okay? So there's going to be a lot of roll calls. Rita, are you doing white rice or the yellow rice? Yes?
No, I'm just going to do brown rice.
Yeah, I do have brown rice. Do you want to make it yellow with the turmeric?
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I have turmeric. Yeah, we can try that.
There you go. Here we go. That's what we're going to do next. Okay? All right. So now what we're going to do for our rice first, whether you're using white or brown, like Rita and I are doing, again, another way to eat better, substitutions in making better choices. Your brown rice rather is a lot better when it comes to fiber content than the typical white rice, okay? So it's always better to do the brown rice over the white rice. So that's what we're using. So I said 4 cups of cooked chilled rice, okay? On your stovetop, Rita, grab another pan. I'm using this for us. Tuanda, are you doing the rice?
No, not today.
Okay, so Rita is doing the rice with me. Cassie, are you doing the rice? Cassie's gone. I can't see your beautiful face, Cassie.
Okay, here I am.
Are you doing the rice today?
No, I'm gonna do mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Great.
Celeste, are you
Awesome.
doing rice? No. Yes? Okay, Rita, on your stovetop, whatever you're using, medium heat, spray it a little bit with butter, very little, or whatever oil you're using. You can also just use a brush like I always do. Honey, you want to grab our phone because they won't be able to see me. You can join Zoom in there, and then Mikael can.
Okay. Okay. So hi, Maisel. Thanks for joining. All right.
So I'm simply adding, I'm brushing a bit of a butter, okay, or oil.
Can you do it here, honey? And then I'll get my phone. Okay. I don't know how to use it. I'll get my phone.
Oh, I can grab it here. It will be easier here. So I want to be able to show you from the stovetop because we run out of cameras today. Mikael, please spotlight this one. But here we go. There's my face that you can see for now. Here you go, honey. All we have to do is add in the rice, Rita, whatever amount of rice you have on the pan over at medium heat. We are going to have to preheat this a little bit, okay?
Okay.
And then grab some of the garlic that you minced.
Is that rice already cooked, Marvie?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna have to cook it. I'm sorry.
Cooked rice, yes. So the Java rice or the yellow rice, I said yellow rice. The Java rice or yellow rice is actually just your typical cooked rice, a lot of times left over in the Philippines, and we're simply like frying it, turning it to fried rice. And it becomes yellow with the use of turmeric. Now, a lot of times people use other things to make this yellow. But today we decided to use turmeric because turmeric is very healthy, right? It's highly anti-inflammatory. So again, our idea of choosing better. Okay? So grab about a tablespoon of your garlic that you had minced, and then over medium heat with whatever you have on your pan, you're going to brown this lightly. Brown it lightly. We're going to make sure we don't burn it. Mikael, can you please spotlight this one up? It is spotlighted. Okay, perfect. So I'm browning this real quick. Rita, make sure that your heat is not too much. If you feel like it's browning your garlic too fast, lower your heat source. Okay? Ooh, look at that. Thank you for making the garlic really nice, honey. It looks so nice. I don't have the patience for slicing and dicing, so I love it that my hubby is very patient when it comes to that. He sliced all the garlic for me today. So the 1 tablespoonful of garlic is always the start, okay, Rita? If you're like a garlic lover like we are, then you can actually add more to it. You see how this is browning really nicely? This is on medium low at this point, Rita. Okay? Because if you leave it at medium, it can burn your garlic really fast.
So we're at number 3.
We're at number 3 right now, and do you see how this is browning really well? Okay? There you go. Brown the garlic. Brown the garlic. And then, when you feel like you've reached the proper browning that you like, you can go as brown as you want. Just don't burn it because it will alter the flavor in your rice. Of your rice. There you go. Rita, are you following along? Ready? Are you ready to add your rice as well? Do you see how brown that is? Yum. Honey, do you like it that brown or do you want it a little bit more brown?
I think it's good. Golden brown is good.
You like it this way?
Mm-hmm.
Is this enough? All right, perfect. Then I'm adding my 4 cups of brown rice. There you go. Okie dokes. Now, immediately after adding your rice, oh, you're there, sorry. We're gonna add turmeric, okay? Now, how much turmeric do you want? I will always say start with a teaspoonful. Some people find the flavor of turmeric a little bit strong. We don't, okay? So, Rita, depending on how much rice you have, start with 1 teaspoonful or even a lot less than that. But for our family, believe it or not, I'm going to do 2 tablespoonfuls, okay? For the 4 cups of rice. Oops. A lot of turmeric. Because we don't mind turmeric, okay? Honey, are you okay with 2 or do you want me to do 1.5? Probably 1.5 because of our kids. There you go. I did 1.5 tablespoons of the turmeric. And then, oops, they want on this side. Before I start mixing this, I'm gonna grab some salt, okay? Rita, grab some salt. And we are gonna add, I'm gonna add a couple of pinches. I'm not gonna season this totally, like completely if it was a standalone. Why? The beef salpicao that we're making is going to be very flavorful. We have to be careful, okay? That we don't season this too much. So here we go. Now it's time to just keep mixing it over medium-low heat. And then once this is completely mixed, when your turmeric is all over, like evenly mixed with the rice, we'll turn our stove into low heat, okay? And leave it at that. Because then it's time to make our salpicao. This is the reason why we did the rice before the salpicao. Because you can leave your rice on your stove top to keep it warm at low heat, okay? The salpicao, on the other hand, you want that fresh, okay? And you cannot leave on your stove top. You can't leave it on your stove top for a longer time, even on low heat, because it will continue to cook the beef. And you're gonna end up with a tougher kind of beef, right? That's why we did the fried rice first, okay? There you
Marvie?
go. Yes?
Sorry. So I'm gonna add enough turmeric to make my, well, I have cauliflower. I'm gonna make it enough to have it turns yellow, correct?
Yes. So go as easy on it, Becky. If you're doing 2 cups of cauliflower, I will advise to do half of a teaspoon of turmeric. But if you know that you like turmeric, you can go as much as 1 teaspoonful.
Okay.
All right, Becky?
Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, so there's your rice, Rita. Do you see this, Rita? Are you good?
Yes. I'm just a couple of steps behind, but yep, I'm right behind you.
Perfect. There's our yellow rice. Okay, so that's completely mixed for me. I'm gonna turn our stove low at this point and just keep it warm. Okay, so that's going, it's 5:35. We'll just wait on everyone else and we're gonna dive into our salpicao. Come on, you guys. Ready?
Can we shift the camera now to the main one, please? There you go.
All right, now for the salpicao. Grab your other pan. For the salpicao, what you want is a bigger bottom pan, okay? Because the way we're going to cook it, we're almost like we're searing the beef. So you would want for every single cube of beef to be able to touch the bottom of your pan, okay? So grab a piece that is the biggest that you have, Rita, okay? Biggest surface area. Cool? And then On your stove top again, put it on medium low because we're going to brown the rest of our garlic. Okay? Medium low. Now Celeste and everyone else who has the Saladmaster cooking system, I'm using the EOC. Are you using the EOC?
We're using this.
Yes? So you can use your EOC for the Salpicao. I'm preheating the EOC to 225. Okay? Because what we're going to do is brown our garlic first. Let me put it up. Honey, can you put it up to 250? Thank you. Here's the Salpicao at this point.
Okay, that's good.
All right? You got your pans? I'm waiting on you all. You got it? Okay, perfect. So while you're heating that up, add very little butter or oil, whatever you're using, okay? Very little butter or oil. I have my butter here. I'm just gonna drop in literally about half a tablespoonful. Okay, there. That's all we're using to brown our garlic. We have to make sure that we don't use a lot of butter in browning our garlic, okay? Because you want it to be toasty. If you use too much oil or butter, it's not gonna be as toasty. So there you go. Okay, and then we add the garlic. So how much garlic are you using? We're using about 4 tablespoonfuls of garlic. Okay. And we drop in all the garlic and make sure we spread it out as much as possible. Spread it out because we're going to brown this, remember?
Do we need to cover it?
No, you leave this open, okay? There's no covering the Salpicao because later, after we brown the garlic, we're even gonna crank the temperature all the way to 450, okay? Rita, I'm gonna tell you what the equivalent of that in your traditional way of cooking. Here we go. It's smelling so good in our kitchen. It's a combination of garlic and coffee. What can be better than that? Garlic and coffee, yum. Here we go. You guys seeing this? Okay, we're starting to brown this at 250. Celeste, Twanda, and on your EOC, I'm gonna crank it up to 300, okay? Just to brown it a little bit faster. Rita, stay at medium on your stovetop, especially if you have a gas cooktop, because that actually tends to heat up things a lot faster. And Cassie. Okay. Okay, so while we're waiting on our garlic to brown, in whatever we're using, you grab your beef cubes or your mushrooms, Celeste, and we're gonna season that. Okay, to taste with your salt and pepper. I'm actually going to use garlic salt. So the way you season it, Rita, how much beef are you using, Rita? And Luke?
We're using 32 ounces.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Are you feeding a whole battalion? Are you doing keto?
Yeah, for lunch for tomorrow.
You're doing 30, so you actually changed your measurements, huh? You kind of
Yes.
like added. Okay, perfect. Racialized.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is you're doing 32 ounces. We're doing 24, Luke. Okay, you're gonna have to add about 3 to 4 pinches of salt. Okay? Because this is to taste. Later on, if you feel like it's not as salty as you want it to be, it's so much easier to add, even after your Salpicao is done, okay? So we always try to go easy on our salt. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm using garlic salt. Here you go, honey. I did the shaker. And then just mix it up. Grab a glove or just use your plain hands and mix it up. Okay? Oh, do you want to do it? No. Okay, I'll do it. You can do the browning of the garlic, honey. My husband is going to help me with the browning of the garlic. So I'll just mix this up. Okay, honey, can you grab the shaker and add a little more on the side? 2 shakes on here. I don't add enough, and then another one on the other, just 2 shakes. There you go. I'm not gonna add black pepper because I'm not a big fan of pepper, but you can add black pepper to yours, okay? So after we do this, just leave it there after seasoning your beef cubes. How's your garlic coming along? Is it browning well?
Not yet. Mine isn't yet.
Okay, you can crank up your temperature a little more, honey, if you want to brown it fast. There you go, that's it. There you go. And you leave it on the side, and we'll keep browning our garlic. There you go. Do you see how this is browning really well? Yum. All right. You can stir it as well. You're fine to stir it. Just make sure that you don't burn it. We're just trying to make sure we don't burn our garlic, okay?
Since we use slices, we have to flip them.
It's okay, honey. You don't have to. You can just keep stirring it. My husband and I, you will see the difference in the way we cook. I'm kind of like whatever all over the place for as long as it happens. It's a lot more particular. Celeste, is your garlic completely browned? Okay. Now, while you're still browning the garlic, grab your soy sauce, your oyster sauce, and your maple syrup. This time, combine all of them. Combine all of them in any bowl that you have. Okay? So let me show you here. I'm going to show you here. We'll combine all of these now. Garlic, oyster sauce, and maple syrup. Okay, I'm going to add them all to the maple syrup because it's easier.
Combine it with this one, with my garlic.
No. You're combining all your liquids in a separate bowl, right? You're still browning your garlic. You don't add anything to the garlic. Is your garlic good, Celeste? You're done with your garlic? Okay. When you're done browning your garlic, you have to move your garlic into another bowl or pan. You don't have to just make it too nice, honey. You just have to keep stirring it.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm making it. It's perfect already.
No. Okay, I'm going to crank it.
I did, and it browned too fast. So I'm going to keep it at that temperature.
Well, because we have to start cooking now.
Okay.
Okay. Can you give it to me? Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna remove the garlic pretty soon and move it to just this tray.
Yeah, it's really good. We can remove it now.
It's okay. Rita, how are you?
Good. We just did the maple syrup and soy sauce combination.
Right. Okay. So here's the combination of our sauce. Okay. So then, after you remove your garlic from the pan, because it's completely brown now, if you've achieved your ideal browning of the garlic, move it, everything, okay? You're removing your garlic from your pan. The next thing to do is, Rita, when your garlic is not in your pan anymore, crank up the temperature of your stove. In our case, those who are using the E-asy, crank it up to 50 now.
High heat.
High heat. As high as you can. All right? Got it? And then we are going to add in all the beef.
Marvie, did you add your oyster sauce too?
Yes, all the liquid, Tawanda, the oyster
Okay.
sauce, the soy sauce, and the maple syrup or sugar.
Thank you.
Okay. Now the beef, like I said earlier, it has to cover the pan. You have to put it on as much as possible. Covering the bottom of your pan inside, okay? Make sure each cube is like touching the bottom of the pan.
I have a question.
That's because you're doing mushroom. Are you doing mushroom, Celeste?
I am. That's what I was gonna ask you. How, what's the temperature for the
The
mushrooms?
temperature for your mushroom will be like 425 because you're going to want to brown it as well. The difference is yours will be done so much faster.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Rita, are you able to follow? Are you doing this now on your stove top?
Yeah, just put the beef on, and then we're gonna add we have the sauces mixed already.
Okay, we're not adding any sauce yet. Now we are going to sear our beef. Okay, so Tawanda and Celeste, the amount of time that you have on your EOC for your mushroom or your beef will depend on how brown you want it. Okay, or how cooked you want your beef as well. Cassie, okay? So a lot of people like it a little bit pink. For them, this is going to be fast, meaning at high heat, this will be on your stove top, Rita, for only about 2-3 minutes on one side. And then as soon as you're done on one side, you're going to just have to keep stirring it over high heat for an additional 2 minutes. Okay? This is what I meant. Your beef salpicao is going to be really fast. Ours is going to take a little bit of a time because we did not preheat our EOC to 450. Ooh, it smells so good. How's everybody doing? Following along really well?
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Okay. I can't wait to eat. I can tell you. I'm so excited to eat. Now I'm just mixing my rice a little bit that's on the stove top that I'm warming. Okay. So Celeste, you're further along, right? Because yours will be faster. Now, while we're waiting for the beef to brown on one side for ours, what I'm going to do is this. For our cake, we're actually going to add some chocolate, a bar of chocolate. I have it here. Honey, you want to do it?
Yeah, sure.
We're using a bar of dark chocolate because we always choose to use dark chocolate in our home for baking or anything chocolate, okay?
Okay.
Whoops. All right. And I'm going to use a machine. Rita, are you going to use a chocolate bar for your cake?
Oh, the cake, yeah, yes.
Okay, grab your grater, whatever you have that's a grater, okay? Ours, we have our solid machine, okay? Do you see this? Tawanda, you can use either cone number 2 or cone number 4.
Okay.
The stringer or the thin cut slicer, either way, it's fine. We'll just get this ready, okay? We'll just grate it. We're not putting it on the cake yet. Honey, you want to do it? So we'll just make some ribbons is what we're doing, Rita. Chocolate ribbons, do you see? That we're going to add to our cake in a while. Whose cake is done? Okay, do you see the chocolate? Yum, that's gonna go on top of our cake.
That's enough for us, half a bar.
All right. And then after grating or making your ribbons with your grater, Rita, what you need to do next is grab your condensed milk, Celeste, while we're browning our beef, and then put your milk in here. Here, honey, can you do it for me? Okay, I'm flipping my beef at this point because it's brown on one side a little bit. I'm flipping it, okay? Flipping the beef. How's your beef coming along, Cassie and Becky?
Yes, it is.
Coming along well?
Almost.
Okay. It's gonna be fast for all of you. Celeste, is your mushroom done? Is it brown enough? Now, Celeste, because you have mushroom, you can actually add your sauce at this point. Because it's not repeated. I'm covering it a little bit, not completely, just a little bit cranked, okay? Now, while that is continually browning, here's your condensed milk, right? Just put it in a bowl, Rita, and then add your coffee, but first add a little bit of hot water to your coffee, okay? Because you want to melt it first before you add it to your condensed milk. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of water to add to this coffee and melt it.
So I did pour the condensed milk over here.
And then, honey, melt the coffee and then add it to your condensed milk.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab some rice so I can show you what it is. Where is it? I cannot find our measuring cup.
Do you keep the heat the same for the beef?
Yes, 450. We're searing it, Tawanda.
We just, Tawanda, it's taking a little bit longer for us because our EOC is not yet at 450.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. But if we did this last night in the stovetop, it was so quick to sear it.
Chad, you're mixing the condensed milk and coffee, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
That-
great.
that's my-
Thank
this-
you.
This is gonna be my topping for the cake.
Look, I'm preparing a plate
Okay.
while we're waiting on the browning. Okay, you can leave it open now.
Okay.
How's everyone's beef coming along?
Are we supposed to put the top on the meat?
No, not necessarily. I was just doing that to try to make it a little bit faster to brown it for me.
Okay.
Oh, Kuya, you can just go to the regular camera at this point. It's okay. Okay.
Our cake is done.
Okay.
Honey, you want to release it? Yes.
Okay.
You can release the cake. Chad will show you the cake and everything that has to do with the cake, okay? Rita, are you guys doing well?
Okay, so
That's your full can. Did you use
here's my
can of
cake.
the milk? Ooh, beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna
my-
flip it now. I'm gonna flip it into this plate, which I hope fits.
You don't think it will fit? I think. Oh, is it too
I
small?
might. I think I'll end up touching the pan, so I'll need to get
Okay,
some mix. Here. If I
You
have
can also use this tray, honey.
Okay, we'll use that.
There you go. Wanna do it this way?
Yeah, I'll do
It's
it.
up to you. I grabbed a bigger tray because our cake is not gonna fit into our regular dinner plate. Okay.
Let's see. I hope I don't mess it up.
Ah, there you go.
It's not dropping. It's not really there.
There.
There you go.
Woo.
I did it.
Look, there's our cake.
wow,
Our itty bitty cake.
looks good. Mine's still cooking.
Great.
Yours is
Yep.
still cooking.
Our cake is
Mine's
done.
still cooking too.
It's perfectly formed.
Okay,
stove
now
top.
Rita, what you're gonna do when your cake is done is this: the combination of the condensed milk and the coffee. You'll just pour it on top. Okay, while it's hot, like right after you grab your cake from your oven, or right after you release your cake from your Saladmaster pan, Celeste and Tawanda, you pour the condensed milk on top.
Oh,
Okay.
but Marvie, I didn't oil my pan.
Oh, you added it on your pan. It's okay.
Yeah, so I'll just add it on there. That way I can send you a picture.
Ah, okay. You can do it in your pan too. You don't have to release it. Now, you're gonna wait for this condensed milk to be absorbed by the cake. That's why you want to put it on your cake while it's still hot, right? But not the chocolate ribbons. Because if you put your chocolate ribbons while your cake is hot, of course it's gonna melt. You want it to be solid when you put it on your cake later. So after the condensed milk, just leave your cake out for like 20 minutes and then you add your ribbons. Just cool it down a little bit so it doesn't melt your chocolate. Okay? So there's the coffee cake.
Do we move this to the stove top?
Yes, here's what we're gonna do, you guys. We're gonna move our beef because here's what happened. We have so much beef. I think our beef is also 32 ounces like yours, Rita. Is your beef done? Is it brown enough?
Yes, it's done.
Okay, now you have to pour your sauce into it now. And continue to stir fry it for just 2 minutes. Just let it boil. Let it boil and then fry it for 2 minutes. Here you go, honey. I tried to turn it on.
All right, does your garlic go last?
Yes, the garlic will go last. Do the sauce first, please.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go overtime today, okay? I'm just gonna tell everybody this now. This is so much fun. I love it when people are cooking along with us because then we check on each one of you. It takes a bit of a longer time, but it's okay. That's what this cooking class is all about. We wanna make sure that you're able to cook whatever it is that we're trying to teach you, okay? All right, perfect. So if you guys are done with your beef and they're brown, ours is not yet, a little bit more. Add your sauce. Just wait for the sauce to boil a little bit, 1 or 2 minutes. You will see it kind of like become a little bit thicker. Do you see that, Celeste? Are you doing that with your sauce now? Okay. Now, when that's done, add your garlic, half of it. Add half of the garlic. Okay, Rita, add half of your garlic. Leave some. Okay.
Okay.
Here, honey, you can put some in there.
Okay. Do we how do I join from this? Do I just press start?
Yes. And then make sure you're not on microphone. Yes. Here we go. Do you need help? I can help you.
All right, there you go.
We're moving ours to the stovetop. Do you need help? Here we go. Because we're gonna brown it here.
Okay, your spotlight is on.
Rita, are you doing yours?
Yes, I just added my garlic. Yep.
Okay. Perfect. And then don't overcook it. Just like 30 more seconds or a minute and you're done. Okay, because you don't want your beef tough. After that, you're pretty much good to go. Put it on a plate. And the rest of your garlic that was browned earlier, you can add to it. Okay, so we're doing two things here. Annie?
This is spotlight.
There you go.
There you go. That's what you want. Yeah, the searing.
That's browning, that's searing. But this beef at this point is actually cooked. You see this type of browning, okay? And then I'm adding my
Looks good. Amazing. Smells so good too.
Rita, are you done? Let's go, honey. Okay, there you go. Do you see ours?
Yes, mine's done. Yep.
Mine is the same. Okay, now you can go ahead and put it on a plate. Let's go to the main camera, hon, and you can show them your cake. Okay, we're over time. It's okay. We need to get this done. Look at how pretty this is.
Okay. So we're
Adding some of my garlic over there and over here. Ta-da! There's your beef salpicao. Has everybody followed along?
all right. So now,
Yay!
okay, I'm gonna put my ribbons down.
Ta-da! Here we go. Mick, can you spotlight this, please? There's our yellow rice with our salpicao. Do you see? There. Now let's try to go around and see how everybody did. See, I have some more cooking because that is not going to be enough for our family. Now, Mikael, can we please go around and spotlight Rita, Cassie, and Tawanda and see how theirs turned out? Let me see yours, Steve.
Okay, hold on just a second. Let me turn the camera around. There you go.
There you go. I can't wait for you to try it. Can you try it? And Rita, let us know, okay? We're over time, but it's okay. I want to know how you guys like it.
Yeah. Do you guys see mine? Do you see mine?
No, not yet. Is this whose food is this?
There's my cake,
Oh, there's Venus. Look at you.
and there's my beef and my yellow turmeric rice.
Oh, wow. Now, can you please try your beef? Let us know what you think.
Okay.
Let us know. And Celeste too is the mushroom, right?
Yes.
Look, it looks so good. Try it,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Let me know what you think. Yum.
So I did mine with kale.
Oh, yum.
Celeste is vegan.
Oh, this is delicious.
Perfect. See, that's the beauty of these dishes. We always try to share something that you can substitute your vegan substitute with. Perfect. Yum. Do you like it? Cassie, do you like it? I see you munching already. Cassie, you're in spotlight.
Hi, Cassie.
Cassie's just eating. There you go. Do you like it, Cassie? Where are you? Ah, your camera's all over the place. Go. Do you like it, Cassie? Yes, no. Thumbs up, down. Ooh, looks good. Perfect. All right, now for the last thing, Becky, may we see your beef? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Let me show you.
Perfect. Hey, let us know on camera live if you like it.
Can you see it?
Yes, it looks great. This is our encouragement is if you like it. Can you taste it?
Yeah, I did. It's good.
It's really good. Tawanda, do you like it?
Yes, very good.
Very flavorful.
Okay, now we have a favor to ask because this is always the hardest thing to ask from our participants. Please put your dish out by the camera. Mikael, please put everyone on a gallery view and take a snap shot, okay? I need a photo.
Here.
Please put everyone on camera, gallery view, and our son is going to do a snapshot of all of us and our dishes. Yay! You see?
Is it in gallery view?
Not yet. Mikael, are we on gallery view?
Go into this.
Okay, my husband is going to run and assist me today. Today we have a lot of things. I want a photo. I want this photo. So even if we're going over time, it's okay. I want the photo. Okay? Let us know when it's done. Is everyone on camera?
Celeste, you need to show yours.
Should take a screenshot of this.
Perfect. Look at Rita. Please show your faces. Can you please be on the camera?
Yeah, we're here.
I am, but for some reason I'm not showing up. My cake, I did chocolate though.
Ooh.
I'm showing. And then my plate.
Yay. Honey, let us know if it's done.
I did into my
We are good.
Yay.
Can you
Okay,
see
again here. For the last thing, honey, please play the video and share it. This is what you can win. Our limited edition Saladmaster item that you can get. You have to ask us how, and you can win next week. Okay? Please share the video.
Share the video.
Surprise. This is what you can win.
You share the video and then you win?
Yeah, they're sharing a video with us.
oh, okay.
Dad is trying to share the screen.
There. Can you come back this way, please? I just need you to. Okay.
Do you see that? It's a 4.5. It's a 4.5 quart limited edition mini bracer. Okay, from Saladmaster. You can get this ask us how, or you can win it as well next Sunday when you join us in our next cooking class, okay? What are we making for you and what are you gonna learn next week? It's a fusion, okay? A simplified version of Malaysian dish renang. I kid you not, every time my husband makes this, I wanna lick the pan. It's that good, okay? So please do give us a comment, say cooking redefined, so you can be entered in the raffle draw for that mini bracer pan next week. And there are many other ways that you can get it. Just ask us how, okay?
All right.
That's it.
Enjoy your beef salpicao, everyone. Happy Sunday evening.
Hey guys, thank you so much. It was
You're
so
welcome.
with you.
Let us know
Mommy, Daddy.
after your
Bye.
dinner how much
You
about
didn't tell us
everything
where to
else,
put the
okay?
chocolate, the flakes now. Can I put the flakes?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can put your flakes now.
When your cake is really cold now, cool down. Rita, let me know how you like the coffee cake, okay?
Okay, yes, will do. Thank
It
you,
was great
Marvie.
seeing you and Lou.
Thank you so much for having us.
Hey, Darren and Twanda.
What's
Hey,
up?
guys.